Hello, everyone. Hello. I have a special guest today. I'm going to be bringing her on. Her name is Darlene Brown. So hold on for just a second, guys. Yes, we got a special guest today, Miss Darlene Brown. Miss Brown, how are you?
I'm fine. Hello. How are you?
Yes, thank you for coming on board to PatriciaE-TV, also known as Patricia E. Jackson. Guys, this is Miss Darlene Brown. What we're going to be talking about today is narcissistic behaviors and certain traits that she noticed in some of the YouTubers. And also, we're going to first start talking about the traits that she recognized in her ex, that she saw some comparisons to some of the people that she saw on YouTube, some similarity to narcissistic behavior. But we want you guys to know everything that we're talking about, that is our opinion, and we're voicing our opinion through our experience and some of the comparative behaviors that we've noticed based on our opinion of what we've noticed. Before we begin, I want you guys, if you haven't subscribed to PatriciaE-TV yet, also known as Patricia E. Jackson, please go ahead and do that and click the notification button, so anytime we have any constructive or any new and upcoming information, you'll be the first to get notice of that. And if you like the video, subscribe. Also, guys, I want to talk to you about my channel membership. If you haven't subscribed to the channel membership, go ahead and take a look at that. And if there's something of interest, take a look at it. And there's a lot of great perks. You get updated information before it hit the press. I mean, receipts, a lot of things that's going on that, you know, maybe new information that may not have been put out in public yet, but yet you get firsthand notice of it. So guys, go ahead and take advantage of that if you have not taken advantage of my channel membership. But we can get into it, guys. What we're going to be talking about, as you see the title on the board, I don't know if you guys can see it. It says, let's get to the banner, guys. It says noticing narcissistic behaviors amongst YouTubers. And, you know, if you have an ex that you've noticed some of the narcissistic behaviors, and then this is what we're going to be talking about, her ex, that she experienced narcissistic behavior. Darlene, did you want to start off by telling us about your relationship, your ex?
Sure.
Well, let me let them know what narcissistic means first, so they can know what we're talking about. Narcissistic, that what I pulled up, it says a person who has excessive interest in or admiration of themselves, always thinking full of themselves. They're very arrogant. They can be quite selfish, guys. So some of those traits can be shown in some of the narcissistic behaviors of people. Okay, Miss Darlene, go ahead. If you want to talk about your ex and your experience with your ex.
Hi, chat. How everybody's doing today? I was with my narcissist ex for 9 years, and over the 9 years that we was together, things was going good in the beginning. You know, everything was going good in the beginning. We was getting along and everything. And then after a couple of years, things started to change. You know.
So what do you mean by change? Change how?
His ways, his attitude. He would start telling me things to make me feel good, to keep my mind off other people, and telling me, "Oh, don't believe them. I'm your man. You believe me." You know, things like that.
So I find it interesting. Yeah, I find it interesting when you say, "Don't believe them, believe me." So it must have been something that he could have been doing or could have been going on that was questionable to make you think the way you thought.
Exactly.
Okay.
And he always wanted me to be with one particular girl, which she's still my best friend now. Oh, don't be with her. Don't be with her. She talks too much. She tell everything. Don't be with her. You know, when you have love for somebody, you don't really see the red flags right away.
Okay. Are you still friends? Are you still friends with this person that he didn't want you to be with?
No. The other one, yes. The other one, no.
What about the other one? What's going on with the other one? Why not the other one? What's going on with her?
The other one, as time went on, he was sleeping with my best friend.
Okay, we're gonna pause right there because we need to get into details of that. Because what you're saying is you had a best friend that slept with your ex that you had been with for 9 years. That's a long time to be with someone. So your best friend, was she hanging around a lot? Hanging around you?
Well, we knew each other over 20 years, and I met her through one of my sisters.
Okay.
So then we became friends.
Okay.
So sometimes we would go out to eat together, we would go to clubs together, we would drink together, you know, and stuff like that. We would go to the movies and stuff. But not one time I thought that she was looking at my boyfriend. I never thought that.
Okay. So when you were going with your best friend, were your ex with you and your girl, were you guys like a trio?
No. It was just always me and her. But she used to come to my house sometime. You know, she used to come to my house sometime. And she used to ask me, I don't want to, to say his name. But she used to ask me sometime, how's such and such doing? I'm like, oh, he's fine, he's great. Oh, okay. This and that. So at the time, he had 3 jobs. So one of his jobs that he used to work at, we used to go there and shop.
Okay.
And he used to be there.
Okay.
So, he would give me a kiss and be like, hey, how you doing? We'll speak to her and we'll go on up in the store and we'll shop or whatever. But I never knew she, looking at him like that. I didn't know that. I was blind to it.
Okay. Well, let me share something with the public as relates to, people that are around you when you're in a relationship with someone. When you got, so it seems to me that she inquired about a lot of things. She started asking you a lot of questions about him, and that's what it appears to me. You know what I'm saying? She always was inquisitive about him. So to me, guys, that's a red flag too. That's why I say you got to keep your circle small. And then if you got a man, it's not good to keep. I'm serious. You ought to be able to trust your friend. However, you just got to be careful. So she was inquisitive a lot about your guy. You see what I'm saying? So when you found out that they were messing around, how long had they been messing around before you found out?
Well, until this day, I can't still say how long, but it got deeper than that. One day my sister had came to my house and I said to my sister, I think such and such is messing with such and such. And she said, well, why would you think something like that? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm just getting that feeling. She was
what kind of feeling did you get, baby? We didn't talk about them feelings. Your friend,
he was saying things to me like, he was sort of asking me questions. Are you going to be with such and such today? Or are you going to be with such and such today? I'm like, why should you keep asking me questions? He would ask me about both of the girls, right? So I'm like, no, I'm not going to be with her today. I'm going to be with her today. I'm like, why are you asking me these questions? So I'm like, I'm like, oh, okay. So one day I called his phone and was like, oh, I'm going to come to your job. Just like that. So he was like,
who said that?
I called his phone and told him I was coming to his job.
Okay.
But I already felt suspicious about it.
Okay, your ex. We can use the word your ex. Okay.
Right. So when I got to his job, I called his job and said, come outside. When I told him to come outside, he took for like 20 minutes to come outside. So I went inside the job. So as I was So as I was going to walk inside of his job, he was coming from around the corner of his job. So I'm asking him like, where is he going coming from around the corner? So as he was coming from around the corner, and now I know how he dressed, right? So I'm looking at him, he's like, what you looking at me for like that? So I'm like, is it a problem? Now I'm looking at him, his hair all over his head. His shirt was all wrinkled. His pants was unbuttoned.
So around the corner, did she live close by his job or something?
Honey, they was in his car.
Oh, girl, get out of here. You hear me? That's crazy. And it was in the morning time. It was in the morning time.
What happened was I called my sister. I was like, listen, I'm on my way to such and such job. She was like, no, don't leave yet. I'm coming to get you. My sister was with me. So we got in the parking lot. I was going to get like real ratchet. And she was like, no, sis, calm down. She was like, that's the devil in you. Calm down. She was like, you got it. You got it. She was like, just sat in the car. And I was like, no, I left my pocketbook. I flew out of the car. I went towards the store and I kept calling his phone. As I was calling his phone, like I said, he was coming from behind his job. So my back was turned, talking to him. And as I was talking to him, God said to me, don't look back. Because the girl was pulling out the parking lot in her car. And so in her car. Listen, it would have hit the fan and I knew it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's, and then you noticed right there that they had something going on. That's when you recognized then. Right, but still at that time, I had to pinpoint who this girl was still, because I didn't know it was her still, but I still had that feeling. So when he would come in at night, I'd be like, I know you're messing with somebody I know. No, I'm not. You're crazy. You're delusional. Something is wrong with you. You know, lost your mind. Okay, well, let me stop you right there. You said you didn't know for sure, but did you recognize her car? Don't you know what her car was? I never turned around to see whether the car. Okay. I never turned around. So what happened was, me as a woman, I don't know if all women do it, but I did my own research. I did my own research. I had people doing it behind the scenes. Okay. To see whether, make sure it was her. And it was her. So then one day, I went out food shopping and I seen her in the supermarket. She was like, oh, girl, hey, how you doing, D? I was like, oh, I'm good. She was like, oh, okay. She was like, you ready to go home? I was like, yeah. I said, because at the time, I was waiting for my son to pick me up. She was like, no, you ain't got to pick, he ain't got to pick you up. I'll pick you up. So in my mind, I'm saying, God, is this my breakthrough? Is this what I've been waiting for? Is it her? So she brought me home. My son came downstairs and get the bags out the car. When we got upstairs, he's like, Mom, why you let her bring you home? I hate her. Like that. So I'm like, just, wait, we'll talk about it once we get this stuff out. So he's like, I hate her. I don't like her. Don't ever bring her back to our house. So then, after that, she sat out in the car and she said to me, she was like, oh, I like your new phone. Who bought you that phone? So, I said, my ex. So then she turned her head to the window. Oh no! At the time we speaking in past tense now, guys. At the time he was her guy, but we're calling him ex now. But at the time he was her guy. So yeah. Okay. How long was this? Yeah. So go ahead. When we got home, she had asked me. She said, that's a nice phone you got. I like that. Who bought you the phone? I said, my ex. She was like, oh, okay, because I want a new phone too. So I'm saying to myself, God, this is my breakthrough. This is my breakthrough. It's her. It's her. Okay, so, but we're gonna speed it up a little bit because we're gonna get right to the nitty-gritty, trying to recognize some of the narcissistic behaviors. So at that point, you kind of figured out something was going on, which you couldn't really put your finger on, but you was like, okay, something is going on. So what made you finally, get to the very point that told you they are having an affair, something is going on? How did you really know for sure? How I really knew for sure, I was getting harassed I started getting harassed on social media. By who? By her. Oh. And she started having other friends to harass me. It got bad. Okay. It got bad. So it got bad until I felt at that point I didn't know what to do because I was getting harassed on every social media site I was on. Okay. So now guess what? So now it's time to confront him. Now it's time to confront him because to me, I would be angry about my friend trying to make a move on my man or whatever, if he's my man or whatever. I would be upset with this, especially if she's hanging close. She know the ins and outs of what I'm doing on a day. Probably know when he go to work. Probably know when I come home. That's why you got to be careful about these so-called friends. So now, who do we confront? Once you found out that they had something going on, I would confront him. I would confront him. Did you get the opportunity to confront him? I confronted him directly. He came home that night. He put the key in the door. He came home with some Popeyes. And he was like, baby, come in the kitchen. I got some food. I took the food. I threw the food in the floor. I didn't want the food at that point.
And I started.
Okay.
I got aggressive. I did. I went in the kitchen drawer and I picked up a knife. And he was like, put the knife down. Let's talk. I was like, no, we're not going to talk because you're sleeping with my friend. He was like, you're crazy. No, I'm not. I love you. I'm not sleeping with your friend. I said, you don't love me. You don't love me.
Hold on, darling. So you went from throwing the chicken on the floor to grabbing a knife. Wait, you got you.
Yes, I was
really you a 38 hot one, you girl.
I was 1,000 hot.
Well, I'm glad you didn't get violent, but as we continue to conversate, we're gonna figure out who did get violent. So go ahead. When he told you about the knife, he told you to put the knife down, and what happened?
And he was like, we can talk about it. So I went towards the bedroom. He came behind me. I slammed the door. He opened the door. I had my grandkids' pictures on the dresser. I took them off. I started throwing the frames at him. And he was like, please stop, let's talk. I said, I don't want to talk. Get your shit and just go. Just go.
So you didn't, let me stop you there. So you didn't let him know what you was angry about, because it's important that you got to let folks know.
I said, you're sleeping with my friend. I don't want to say her name.
Yeah, you say your friend. You ain't got to call no name.
Okay, I said, you're sleeping with my friend. What friend? Who told you that? Oh my God, you're delusional. I thought you knew me better than that. He started gaslighting me and everything. The next morning, he would go to work. Hey, baby, I love you. What you doing? Everything is okay? You know, he just started doing crazy stuff. I said, this man is sick. Something is wrong with this man. But I couldn't put my hand on it still at the time. So then the next day, he came home. Again, we got into it. He started fighting me. He was choking me. I can't remember everything because I blacked out. So I remember I was standing in the floor, and when I woke up, I was on the floor trying to pick myself up.
Okay, hold on. So you guys got into a physical altercation?
Yes, the next day.
Okay, and I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, because we want to be careful about accusing people. I want you to hear me out. We want to be careful about accusing people of something when we have no factual evidence, but sometimes you got that inclination. You can sense when something ain't right, but sometimes it's important to be able to have some type of evidence, whether it's admittance from her, admittance from him, or catching them in the act, or some kind of receipt or text. You got to have something, because it will be really... Who wants to be accused of something that they didn't do? But it appears to me, obviously, you must have had some factual evidence to prove that this your ex was sleeping with your friend. But you said that you didn't have no evidence at the time.
Right, and I wanted facts. I didn't want to just come out and accuse them. And then, like I said, I started doing my own research with other people that I knew that was helping me do my research.
Okay. And the part that is questionable to, now when I say questionable, on his end, why is he a violent man? Was he a violent man before this altercation between you guys?
Well, with a narcissist, they never tell you their past relationships, so you never would know. I didn't know anything about his past relationship until after he did what he did to me. So after he did what he did to me, that's when I started going, well, let me back it up. The day we got in a physical fight, he tried to gaslight me not to go to the police. So what I did, because of my fear of him, I said to him, oh, don't worry, everything is good. I'm not going to the police, right? So he called me and said, what are you doing? I said, I'm just coming in from the store. But I knew in my heart I was going to the police. But I had to wait till I calmed him down to get to the police.
Okay, let me put you on pause. Were you guys living together?
Yes, majority of the time, yeah.
Well, I don't know. Were you or were not? Did he have his own place? You had his own place, and then you guys came and you date each other. You go to his house, and he go. Or did you guys actually?
Yeah, but he was most at my house most of the time.
Okay. I'm just talking. I just want to make sure so they can get a picture of what it looks like. If you guys live together or you guys lived in separate homes or whatever. But when we start talking about description of narcissistic people, they can be self-centered. They can be arrogant thinking and behaving. How you talking to me? They can be arrogant. Then they have lack of empathy and consideration for other people, and the excessive need for admiration. You always got to be admired by something. They can be cocky. They can be manipulative, selfish, and patronizing and demanding. So were those some of the traits that you noticed in him?
All the traits.
Okay.
Every last one of them.
So let me ask you this. Once he became violent with you, and you said you blanked out, what happened after that?
When I got up to realize what he did to me, I walked towards the living room and he walked behind me and grabbed the phone and said, "Give me that phone. I paid for that damn phone. You ain't called no police." Right? So I knew at that point I couldn't do anything because it was nighttime. He wasn't trying to let me out the house. So, I had just dealt with the situation until the next morning. So the next morning he got up to go to work, right? He thought I was going to get up and go too. I took a shower and I left. I went to the police station. He called me. As he was calling me, I was on my way to the police station, but I didn't want to call him, answer his calls. I didn't want him to know my routine. So when I got to the police station and everything, they sent me to the hospital to get x-rays on my neck and everything. And I had to bring everything back to the police station. And that's when he sprung my neck. My neck was in a cast.
Hold on. When you went to the police station, they asked you to go to the hospital? Is that what you're saying?
After they took my report, they transferred me, yes.
Okay, so you were able to file a police report when you went to the police station, correct?
They didn't want to do anything until I get the records of my neck and then come back and finish up the report.
Okay, so once you went to the hospital, you went back to the police department. Did you file a restraining order?
Yes, immediately.
Did it become, sometimes if you file a restraining order, that doesn't mean that it's going to go through. They have to kind of review it. So did they actually put a restraining order on him?
Yes, and when I put the restraining order on him, that's when things even got worse. He was threatening body harm me and everything. He was telling the girl that he was cheating on me with, she was telling other girls to come after me. So it was a whole big mess. It was like a whole big mess. So he came back to my house again with the restraining order in place. So that's why I said you got to be careful with these narcissists, because sometimes they don't care. They will come back. They will violate that restraining order and they will come back. But you got some women out here, they will open the door and let them in. I didn't do that.
Okay.
I took a picture of his car sitting outside in front of my house and I called the police.
Okay. So what happened after that? When the police came, did the police come?
Yeah, he was gone by the time they came.
Okay.
So the next day they advised me to call the prosecutor back. So I had to call the prosecutor, let her know and everything. Because everything he was doing, they was building up a case to use against him when the court case came up.
Okay. Did you ever have to go to court?
The court, yeah, it was a journey. It was a journey.
Okay, so you did go to court. Okay. So my thing is this. After restraining order and you having to go to court, and did you end up getting back with him, or you were done with him?
I would never take a man back like that. You slept with my friend.
You didn't answer the question. You didn't answer the question. Were you done with him? Were you done with him? Okay. And see, I commend you for that, because a lot of times, I'm not going to blame the women, but sometimes people be in an abusive relationship and they go back to abusive men, and then the cycle continues. You see what I'm saying? In hopes that they're going to make changes, in hopes they're going to do the right thing. It appears to me that he was, you tell me, if it appears to me that he wasn't really physically abusive, he was verbally, I don't know if he was. Now let me put it this way.
Narcissists start off being verbally abusive.
Well, not all of
them. Physical.
Yeah, not all of them. But I'm saying to you, what type of abuse? People can be psychological abuse. Was he known for beating on you, or he wasn't known for that, but he was psychologically abusive to you?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys stayed together quite a long time. So I'm just wondering, sometimes there'll be telltale behavior, telltale signs. Sometimes we may kind of overlook the red flags, but sometimes those red flags be there.
It's true. It's a lot of red flags that I overlook. And like I said, so, I don't know for everybody, but I can speak for me because I can be honest about me. It was a lot of red flags there, but the love I had for him, I let him slide past me. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So yes, it was red flags there. It's always going to be red flags in a relationship, but that's up to us as a woman to catch those red flags.
Yeah. You know, and I commend you because some people stay in those relationships because they really be blind to the fact that those men or whoever that you're in a relationship with are abusive, and they're really not in their best interest because they have a love for that person thinking they're going to change. They continue to stay in those relationships where they end up being killed or they end up murdering the person that is causing these that it has this abusive behavior, and I commend you for that. So my question to you, what do you think you could have done different to make that, what do you think you should have done different? I don't know if it relates to your friend and that's a relationship. What do you think you should have been on the watch for?
And the next, and you mean like when I was with him?
Yeah, like say for instance, if you were, now that you know that this is what was happening, what do you think you should do different in your future relationship? Let me put it that way. So that you won't get caught up in abusive relationship.
Because I learned a lot from counseling. I went from what happened to me, I went to counseling for 2 years. Okay. Because a narcissist, let me make this clear. They will drain you and leave you nothing. You will be empty. And a narcissist does not, they empty out your spirit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he did to me. I was mentally drained. I was physically drained. I couldn't even get up in the morning. I was taking care of an elderly lady, was 80 years old. I couldn't do it. I didn't have the energy. I would just stay home and sleep all day long. Just sleep. I didn't get my hair done, my nails done. I used to just cry and ask God, why did he do this to me? Because I didn't know who he was. Then one day I called the prosecutor and I told her, I said, listen, I need help and I need help right now. I said, because I feel suicidal. And she said to me, please, baby, hold on. She said, I'm going to get you help. She said, I promise you. And she made me an appointment and I started going to counseling. And I was in counseling for 2 years. And a lot of things I learned through that lady. That's how I started to learn about the narcissist behavior. And she told me, you was dealing with a narcissist for 9 years.
Okay. Well, I tell you one thing. I also want to state that you have to safeguard yourself against when you are in a relationship. You have to be careful of the people that be around you, as far as your friends. Because everybody ain't your friend. You know what I mean? And especially if you're in these relationships, when they start asking you all the question about your man, where he going, this and that. Red flag will go up for me. Why are they so inquisitive? Why are they inquiring about my man so much all the time? And my other question is, don't keep a house full of folk. You see what I'm saying? Because people watch, you know what I'm saying? They watch and they may act like they have your best interests at heart, but all the time they are wanting what you have. They're cutting or they're wanting what you have. So they watch and critique you on everything you do. And then they watch your man. They don't know. I don't know if this man was financially helping you. You see what I'm saying? What it was?
He was.
Okay. What it was about this man that made your best friend, or your best friend want what you had. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be careful of that. So my question to you: are they together now? Your ex and your best friend. Are they together now?
No. She stopped messing with him and got married to another man.
Oh, she got married. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I want to ask you, you mentioned that you noticed particular YouTubers' behaviors that have some type of narcissistic behaviors about themselves. Who in mind that you think that possibly may have a narcissistic ways about them that you've not watched on YouTube that you want to elaborate about? Is there anybody?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Rob, narcissist
Okay.
behavior, all the
Okay.
way around,
Okay. Yeah.
all the way
Yeah.
around.
Yeah. Now this is our opinion, guys. This is our opinion.
My, my
So
opinion, yes.
our opinion. And so why do you say that?
She have a lot of lyrics of my ex, a lot, and the ex friend, the ex boyfriend, and the ex friend. The way that Ross is doing LA is the same way my ex friend did me.
Oh,
Identical, identical. Put me all out on social media, talk about me like a dog. Narcissists put everybody on their bandwagon. They are called flying monkeys.
okay.
So that's what she did to me. She turned everybody against me, put everybody on her bandwagon, and then I started getting all these messages from Facebook, in my inbox, people talking down on me, people that know me was sending me friend requests. So the same thing Patrice went through, I went through it. That's why I love her. I can relate to her because I've been there. And I was put down by so many people dogging me out, talking about me, didn't know my true story. So I
Yeah.
understand. My heart goes out to her because I understand her. I really do. And I love her with everything in my heart. And I don't know her personally, but I love her. She's a good mom. And the way the thing I hear people say about her, sometimes it just really breaks my heart because I was done the same way. The
You talking
same
about
way.
you talking about Latrice now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Now
Ross
when
is
you say
definitely a narcissist. Ross is, in my opinion, she's definitely a narcissist and she needs counseling. And sometimes people like that, they have been bullied as a child. So that's now as an adult, they have that behavior.
or sometimes they could be the bully as the child. You know what I'm saying? And they can bring up, they're raised to be adults, bullies as adults. Now, based on what I heard, if I'm not misquoting, what Ron said her and Lele, they get along. So when you say that you see narcissistic behaviors in Roz as
I
it
see
relates
Lele too.
to Lele, so one would say, really? Ron claims she and Lele, they hey, best buddies, they get along.
No,
So do
they're
you
not.
believe that?
Listen, let me just break this down. The same way my friend turned on me and brought everybody on her bandwagon. That's the same exact thing what Ross is doing to everybody. Everybody that knew Treese, she's bringing them on her bandwagon. Ross don't love them. She's not friends to them. She's nothing to them. Ross just want to keep drama going. She want everybody to think she's the big dog. No, Ross, because your day is coming and you need to stop it. Your content is always about Treese. It's about Treese all the time. You never have nothing to say good about this lady. And for Lele, this is for Lele. Lele, your man, in my opinion, he's a narcissist. And you jumped on his bandwagon when you got a relationship with him and you turned on Treese for him. But I'm going to tell you this from my experience, he's going to turn on you. He's going to do you the same way because you're not his girlfriend. You just another supplier. And a supplier means just another woman to do something with right now. You just there for a purpose right now because it's something he wants from you. He does not love you. But when he get what he wants from you, you're going to be treated the same way he treated Latrice. And I
Well,
promise you
I was looking at another video, and the one YouTuber, they indicated that he uses her for content. They said that he uses her for content, and I just want to share that little video with you guys. Just hold on. I want to keep you on board here. Just hold on for just a second so we can see
okay.
if I can get this video right. Let's see what it looks like. Hold on.
Nobody to look at you.
Yeah. Don't play with me.
You don't. You don't feel beautiful right now.
I didn't say that.
But let me see.
No.
Y'all want to
I
see him?
didn't say that.
Y'all want to see?
One thing about Coco, he's gonna make sure that he highlight her insecurities. As we all know, Lele is his content, so do you.
Lotion on my big old.
See, that's what I just wanted to pinpoint, a little snippet. So we're not the other people notice that. Even like you're saying, you're noticing a lot of stuff too. That, self-centered, arrogant, you know what I'm saying? Self-loathe, all about you, all about him, all about him. You see what I'm saying? As soon as the attention is taken off him or whoever he or she is, then it becomes questionable. You see what I'm saying? They want the attention all on them because they're self-centered.
And Lele don't understand. Coco doesn't love you, honey. He does not love you. He just likes the drama he brought you into. So you just basically sat there and jumped on this man bandwagon because you knew what you was getting yourself into when you started messing with Coco. Don't sit here and say you didn't know anything about Latrice because you knew about Latrice. You knew it. And you know exactly what you was getting yourself into. And now you're trying to make Latrice like she's the bad person. Oh, she's threatening me. She's destroying my character. She's doing this. Look what you did to her. You plain and simple got out here and disgraded her children. You disgraded her children. This lady cannot move nowhere without everybody putting her down. She can't do anything right in her life but getting put down every single day. And that's exactly what happened to me. But see, you know what a Latrice do? Latrice got to do what I did, because I took it to court. I took it to court. And I wasn't going to stop until I got every last one of them.
Yes. So that's good. Were you successful? Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
Because see, people don't know, Latrice can get all them banded from social media from a certain amount of years.
Well, you know what? The thing about all that is, we do have a freedom of speech. I will say that. However, if someone defame your character, that's something different. But to try to ban everyone for saying something, I don't know about that. But
no, that's what the judge do here where I live.
Okay.
They would ban you from social media for a certain amount of years. You can't get on no social media sites. Now I don't know about what you live in.
Yeah. Now I do think that when taking someone to court, if they're doing something in a way that defame you in some kind of way or causing harm or harm some kind of way, then I would say pursue it. But we don't want it to people have we don't want our freedom of speech taken away. When if they keep nitpicking or harassing you or defaming your character, that's something totally different. Or you feel in fear of your life, then you pursue those avenues. So then, in that aspect, I would proceed that further. But being that you are a celebrity or you're a public figure, people are going to come at you all walks of life. It's all about how you deal with it, how you cope with it. You see what I'm saying? Because people don't talk about it.
Teresa is a strong woman.
Yeah,
Latrice is a strong woman.
Yeah, people are going to talk. So you can't ban and crucify everybody that say something. But however, it's all about how you respond to certain people. Because sometimes you got to let things die out. You get what I'm saying? They may say something about you and I in this video. So we just have to be mindful of that. If it comes to a point where they're defaming your character or they're just excessively harassing or causing any problems to your livelihood, you know what I'm saying? Then you can seek, help in the courts that way, I would say, But yeah, you make a valid point, my dear. You make a valid point. And those narcissistic behaviors and YouTubers compared to your ex, I can see the point that you're making. I can see it just as clear as day. And I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of you that you were strong enough and smart enough to know your worth and say, enough is enough and I have to get out of this. I have to get out of this now. You see what I'm saying? So are you still friends with your ex? With the girl? Are you guys still friends?
I would never, ever deal with her day in my life, ever.
Amen. Hey, that's right, baby. That's
never.
right. That's
never.
right. So what would be your advice to people that have dealt with narcissistic people?
Well, what my advice would be, if you know that you are dealing with a narcissistic guy, make your plans. They never change it. They don't love you. They're going to keep gaslighting you. They know how to manipulate you. Okay? They'll tell you they changed. Please, baby, take me back. They never gonna change. They don't change.
Yeah.
They don't love you because they don't have love for themselves at all. Those are sick-minded people. They are evil. They're very evil people. They make fun of you. They will bring you down to nothing. If you have anything that you don't work hard and gain for, they will keep attacking you and attacking you until you lose everything you got if you're not strong. Because that's how they do. They just keep coming for you, coming for you, coming for you.
Yeah, guys, and let me pause right quick, darling. And you guys that are on the site, just listening, please go ahead and click a like in support of what Darlene's talking about today. I think this is a interesting hot topic about narcissistic behavior and people in their experience with people like that are very controlling, very self-centered, guys. I mean, it's just not, Darlene. A lot of people are experiencing that, whether they want to say it or not. A lot of people have been in an abusive relationship, and I commend Miss Darlene for coming on board, telling us about her experience, telling us what some of these alleged YouTubers and their behaviors and things that she knows. So go ahead and click the like, guys. Click the like, click the like. Also subscribe to PatriciaE-TV, better known as Patricia E. Jackson, guys. Darlene, I'm so glad you warning people. I had some other people that wanted to come in on the actual live today, but guys, in order for that to happen, I have to have your email address in order for me to send you a link in order for you to join the live. But yes, Miss Darlene, I commend you, because a lot of times that's like personal information that people don't even talk about. People sometimes is afraid to talk about that, but you delivered that message, and I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of you, dear.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. We all queens and stuff, and I don't like to see when other queens, they be on these YouTube sites, they be just dragging our queens. Like, how could you sit up here and do this? You talk about this girl, kids, and it's just so heartbreaking. How could you do that? Did you see what her daughter did yesterday? Did you see what her son said? Oh my God, it's just so heartbreaking sometimes. It really, really hurts me the way they do, Therese. It really does. I really love her. I do. I love her from the bottom of my heart. And it hurts me so bad the way they dog that lady. Because when them cameras are off in your house, don't nobody know what's really going on in that house but you. That's it. Nobody knows.
And you notice some of the narcissistic behavior, as you mentioned. That's what you saw in Ros, narcissistic behavior. I see from my lens, I'm looking at, she have a bully mentality. So now it seems like the pot is hot, the pot is brewing. So now people are starting to recognize certain behaviors of her, and I heard that she really can't handle it. I don't want to jump off the subject, but they indicated that a particular YouTuber is giving her the business, and she can't handle it. So that's the way other people feel when you start to harass them and bully them. But when somebody else starts noticing your flaws and talking about you, then you can't handle it. You see what I'm saying?
That's what narcissist does. Narcissists cannot handle the heat when it comes to them. They can't handle it. But they can dish it out, but they cannot take it back. Yeah. And that's her.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't go, and just laugh and think it's funny. And then, like I said, her subscribers, they on her bandwagon because half of them probably narcissists too. So they like what she doing. What she doing, they love it. They all in it. But not knowing they're part of the narcissist family. Because those people like that, they call them flying monkeys. So they're part of the family with Ros with what she's doing. Because they love it, they engage in it. I can't engage in it. I can't do it. It's just too much.
Yeah, we got Erica Buck here. Erica Buck, she's a supporter of mine. Thank you, Erica, Miss Buck. All you guys are supporters for even sitting in, chiming in and talking. She says, hi, Patricia, I was trying to participate in the live as I experienced a narcissistic relationship. I want to bring her on, but right now I don't have her email address. Guys, in order for us to bring you on an actual live so you can have a visual, I will need your email address. Then I have to send you an invitation. That way you can be brought on the live. So we have to find a way to send for you to send me that invitation. But yeah, see, you're not alone. A lot of people deal with these narcissistic people and then try to cope And then sometimes people don't even know how to cope with them. They're still in these horrible relationships, and it can be very dooming for many if they don't get out. It can be very dooming. We got what is it? Raquel Morgan. She said, "Good topic. My ex is a narcissistic. Worst thing ever. Worst thing ever." And see, some people are living in these relationships. Yeah, guys, go ahead and subscribe to Patricia E. Jackson, also known as PatriciaE-TV. Go ahead and click the like. Please click the like, guys. Click the like. It was something else I wanted to ask you, and I'm gonna tell it to you right now. It said, okay. I wrote a note down here saying, okay, the question that I want to ask you, Darlene, is, has your past ruined future or present relationships?
In the beginning, yes. In the beginning, yes. In the beginning, yes.
Okay. So what changed that? I mean, are you not trusting?
I went to counseling. I had a lot of counseling. You know, she boosted my spirit back up, and I gained back who I was. I had to start loving myself. I didn't love myself after that past relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I was afraid. You know, I didn't look at God the same. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't. I just didn't see him right. I didn't see him right. You know, but the counseling brought me to where I'm at today.
That's good.
Great counseling. And to this day, sometimes I still call her and just say hi to her.
You said what?
Sometimes I still call her and just chit chat with her. You know, because she.
Tell me, the woman that food. Look at me. I'm saying food. The one that messed with your man?
No, the cancer man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because let me tell you something. She did some hard work on me. She did some hard work on me because I was broken in pieces. Okay? It's like he had ripped my heart out. Okay? So she had to rebuild me again to me.
That's good.
Before I even can get another, I couldn't get another relationship like that because I've been bringing my baggage to another relationship that he had nothing to do with.
That's right. That's right.
You know, so you got to heal your heart and clean up your dirty laundry before you can move on and be in another relationship.
Yeah. And I got a comment by Queen. Queen, thank you. She in my super chat. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. She said, yes, he does. Disgusting, distasteful. Keep that self-esteem low. So I guess we're referring back to I'm gonna use the term the OG. They're saying yeah, we gotta use the term the OG. She says he's disgusting, distasteful, and keeping their self-esteem low. You see what I'm saying? And that's one way of keeping the control over you. If you start noticing people like that, they start to want they put you down, make you feel low. Make you feel low. You see what I'm saying? Worth it.
And see, that's what lady don't realize. Coco is controlling her on a low, and she don't even see it. He got her blindsided because narcissists will blindside you. You see, sometimes he don't even want her to get on his live. Okay, he keep away from that live.
And then when she is on the live, either she's I hear a lot of insults here and there. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know what the purpose of that. Like your hair ain't done, or this or that. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's mind control to keep your self-worth down. So if you're in my midst, you know, I'm bigger and better than you. So you at the low totem pole. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. And then another thing is, if in fact she's around him most of the time, when are you going to have time for your own page? When are you going to have time to make your own channel grow? No, you're too busy being the content for somebody else and keeping their channel up and their channel growing. Where you could be over here making your own channel grow. You see what I'm saying? Who uses
I'm glad you bring that up, because being that you bring it up, I speak on it. Narcissist does not want you to get ahead of them. So what he's doing, he don't want Lele to get these subscribers up on YouTube or Instagram or whatever she's on. He don't want that because he feels she's going to get in the lead of him. He don't want that. Narcissists never want you to get ahead of them in the game. They don't want that.
Okay.
And he already felt some type of way because he put her on the game. He loved it in the beginning, and now he's feeling some type of way now that he done put her on the game. He don't like that. That's why, and all that stuff that she keeps thinking that Treese is coming after her page. Baby, wake up, Lele. Wake up, Lele. That's your man coming after your page. That's not Treese. But you got everybody in your inbox telling you, yeah, Treese taking down people's pages. That's not Treese. That's your man, baby. Wake up and stop being crazy. He blindsiding you. That love is blinding you, baby. I'm here to tell you, baby, wake up. Wake up.
All right. Now, let me share a little bit more part of this video. Hold on.
Legs. I thought you was my friend.
The more than a friend.
Really? What you what you doing with that lotion? I don't put it on now.
I'm trying to get him on there. I can't get him back on there.
Ooh, Lele, you in trouble. Nah.
Well, I was trying to get us back on there. Obviously, it wouldn't allow me to do that. But anyway, I just want you to hear some more of that. But to come on, I just noticed that it seems as though he wanted to put the camera on her to show her flaws. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if they would have been waiting for him. Talked about her hair, a lot of things, and how it was just interesting to me. So, I wanted to, use the footage to explain and elaborate as I show you guys, but it didn't come through. But yeah, control, make you look bad. You see what I'm saying? And keep you in a space where you're not able to grow on your own unless you're with him or her. I'm using that because that could be anybody. Then, you know what I'm saying? They don't want you out of there. You might end up growing further than they are. They want you in their midst so they can continue to control you and use you how they want to use you. You see what I mean?
Yeah, that's what he's doing to Layla. And she just, she's blind. She don't see it. On this show, always get on live. Stop it. You acting like a little girl. Grow up, woman. Grow up. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. Grow up and stop thinking everything is Treese. And stop letting these people come in your inbox, feeding you this information and letting you think this is Treese, because this is not Treese. This is Coco that's messing with your page because he don't want you to get paid. Okay? Stop thinking it's Treese, because this is not Treese. And I don't believe Treese is doing this to nobody. Everybody hate that girl so bad and so much that they keep saying this is Treese. And it's just not right, and it's not fair. It's not fair to her. But Treese's skin is so thick, honey. She's staying. I ain't gonna lie. She's staying. She's staying tall, boy. Because it broke me.
Miss Eric Buck, if you can send me your email address to PatriciaE-TV for you, then at gmail.com, then I can bring you on the line. Because Miss Buzzes wanted to get in here and talk about her narcissistic ex, and I would love to bring her on, but I would need to have her email address. Yeah, see, sometimes people play games. They got you thinking one thing, and all the time they are behind the scene doing low down stuff. Got you brainwashing. Got you thinking one way, but all the time they can be doing stuff underhanded. You know what I'm saying?
That's what narcissists do. Narcissists they brainwash people. Just like Ross sit there and her daughter sit there and read all them comments to her. Girl, you is your mother golden child, okay? Because this is what it is. When you got her daughter is so close to you like that, and she never spread out and do anything with her life, that's her mother's golden child. She do anything for her mom. Anything. There's no way that my daughter would sit there and allow me to get on YouTube and have this type of behavior towards somebody. My daughter would come at me. I know my daughters.
That's right.
Even my daughter-in-law would say something to me.
Yeah.
You don't do that. You don't get your daughters involved.
And I think like again, that's one of the characteristic of a narcissistic person. Selfish. Selfish. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Why would you involve your child in some kind of bully behavior or bully ways. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't even involve your child. That's what you want to do. If you want us to have a platform and you want to go out here and be argumentative with people, don't involve your children in there. You see what I'm saying? So that's a form of selfishness to me. That's selfish.
Absolutely. Because I know my 3 daughters, they would never allow me to get on YouTube and act in that manner, ever. I know my daughters. They would say something to me, Mom, are you serious?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, continue. I'm going to try to add another person on here. Let me find out what their email address is. And what else you were saying, Darlene, about the narcissistic people?
And then, you know, another thing, Ross need to stop doing that I don't like, in my opinion. She always want to bring up her daughter because her daughter is an attorney. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my daughter is an attorney and my daughter can do this. And when I go on vacation, I'm going to get my daughter to look up these people that's harassing me. Honey, come on. Stop it. Stop it, Ross. Stop it.
Right.
Because if my daughter was an attorney, I wouldn't put my daughter in nothing that I have going on. Not unless I really use my child.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, it just don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense. You know, she want to blackmail everybody because you think your daughter's an attorney and your daughter got it going on.
You're right about that.
I thank God that she got a good job, but honey, don't let your mother be the one that make you lose your job.
And I just don't understand, if you are an attorney, what kind of time you got to be in other people's affairs and keep it up? Yes. You get what I'm saying?
Because this is mess. All this is messy. You two them became very messy.
How do you have the kind of time to continue to wake up on a regular and continue with messy behaviors? You know what I'm saying? Keeping up mess. And look, let me go back to, I'm gonna minimize this. I was trying to see if I got any email sent to me so I can send a link, but I don't see any.
Did she send it?
Huh?
Did she send the email?
Well, I'm waiting for some. I don't see any emails that sent to me. I was trying to bring Miss Buck in. She wants to come in, but I don't see any emails. I don't see any emails. And what about Roz, when I don't know if you heard about her and what was the young lady that she was they claimed she was harassing? They got the 5 children. Lord have mercy.
Oh, Muffin.
Yeah, Muffin. They said she started harassing Muffin.
She did.
She seemed like it seems like she nitpick, and if you got a big following, here she comes. She'll start harassing you. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about that girl, you got nothing to do what's going on in that girl family. Leave that girl family alone. Let these people live. And see, you know what the thing's gonna be? Ross followers is so used to her talking down on Treese and other people. If she ever try to switch it up, it's gonna be a problem. She might lose her followers because she gained her followers off of nonsense. You know?
Yeah.
She could have kept her follower base going on with cooking, you know, shopping, whatever. I mean, you use your whole content every day off of Treese. Every single day until it became pathetic. You're too old for that. You're too old.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think whatever's going on with Lele, with the OG, do you think this is all part of a big skit where in the end there's something gonna come out and say, oh, surprise, we were fooling you guys?
I don't think it's a skit at all. But what I will say, Roz is scared to speak up on Coco behavior now because her and Coco became friends now. So if she speak up on Coco now, Coco gonna retaliate against her. But in her heart, she know what he's doing and what he's saying, it is wrong. She know that. But she know now it's gonna be a retaliation against her, and she don't want that. And she know Coco is gonna come for her. He gonna clap back, and you don't want that.
That's interesting, guys. The ones that just joined, our topic of today is narcissistic behaviors. And have we, do we notice people that have narcissistic behaviors? We have Darlene Brown. She's She's sharing her experience with us, letting us know what she had went through with her narcissistic ex, and some of the comparisons that she's seen in some of these YouTubers. You see what I'm saying? So that's where we are, guys. If you haven't subscribed to Patricia E. Eubanks, go ahead and subscribe. And guys, click the like. And we do have some likes in there, but since we have more people on board, go ahead and hit that like, guys. Go ahead and click that like. Yeah,
see, that's why when Miss India and Latrice went through something, I didn't get involved because I love them, both of them. And I knew one day that they was going to talk again. And see, this is what people realize. They don't realize. They want to always jump on somebody else's bandwagon instead of just staying out of it, let them solve the issue and see how it's going to come out. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't say, oh, I don't like India no more. I ain't talking to her no more. I didn't do that. I still show her love. You understand what I'm saying? Because I believe in my heart it was a misunderstanding with Latrice and with India. Okay. But no, what everybody did, start making videos. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Trees don't keep friends long. You know, it's like they always looking for drama all the time. All the time. They just steady look for drama. When the situation happened with Trees and B, I didn't like that. Because I'm going to tell you something. Trees is a good-hearted person. And everybody always thinks Trees can't keep friends because it's Trees. It's not Trees. Trees is an empath. That's what Trees is. Trees is an empath like me. And I know a lot of people don't understand what empath means. But empath, we pick up people's spirits right away immediately. And we can see things immediately. And what Trees does, Trees no people ain't right for her, but she still have them around her because her heart is good and she tries to help them. But at the end of the day, Trees get the bag end of the stick. Everybody want to make videos about Trees. So everybody fall out with her, make a YouTube channel, make a Facebook channel, and dog the girl out. And you call yourself a woman? When this girl slept with my man, I didn't dog her. She came for me. I didn't go on Facebook and put her out there like that because I'm more a woman than that. I did my stuff the legal way. I wasn't going to do all that because it wasn't necessary. But she did it to me. But I stopped her tracks in courts. You know, I don't have that kind of energy to be making Facebook pages and all that. That's too much going on. I don't have time for all that. You know, and it's just draining. It's draining. I don't like people drain my energy. You know, I love Trees with all my heart, and I wish she was watching. I love her. I love her. I love her with all my heart. It just hurts me so bad.
Yeah. I was trying to see if I could bring.
I did not like that at all. Did you see his?
Hold on.
Did you bring on?
You're on. I just wanted to. One of the YouTubers, I didn't catch her name. That she did a video on Coco when he was with Lele in his car, and I just wanted to bring that point up, guys. Hold on for a second. Let me let you listen to something right quick.
Face. He had to smell that lotion so he can calm himself down on his YouTube streets.
Doing that, man.
What?
Stop doing that. Stop blaming me. You gonna blame me for that?
Wow. You ain't even say, baby, you need to put some lotion on your legs.
Because you don't even want me looking at you. Because you don't feel beautiful. You don't want nobody to look at you.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of cockamole stuff is that? You don't feel beautiful. How do you know this woman don't feel beautiful? See, that to me, that's a form of brainwashing. You know what I'm saying? You're going to tell her, hold on. You're going to tell her she don't feel beautiful. Why you say that? You need to ask somebody if they feel beautiful. But instead, you're going to tell her she don't. That's a form of mind control. Let's hear what else he had to say.
Don't play with me.
You don't. You don't feel beautiful right now.
I didn't say that.
Well, let's see.
See that? He wanted them to see. Now, he's been talking about her hair. And he said that she don't feel beautiful. So then now he want to tell the world, well, let's see. So now he wants to expose her in a time where she might not want nobody to see her hair. You see what I'm saying? She may not want nobody to see what she have on, but he was willing to expose her just to make her look bad, and maybe could have been more added content. Do you understand me? Self-centered, brainwashing. You know what I'm saying? People, baby, I see right through it. I see right through it. Hold on for just a second.
Y'all want to see him? Y'all want to see him?
One thing about Coco, he's gonna make sure that he highlight her insecurities. As we all know, Lele is his content, so do you.
See what I mean? She is his content. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I think that woman got a decent following, and the only reason why her stuff may not have escalated as far as it could have gone is because she's sitting down with him, entertaining him in the midst of him as he continues to grow, as he continues to benefit, and as he keep her in this mode. Do you understand me? So that is what I talked about when I'm seeing certain characteristics as a narcissistic person. Brainwashing, mind control. You should say he's very arrogant and self-centered. I noticed those behaviors when he was interacting with the support, talking about, hey, come on with the money. So it was like, to me, it was a form of disrespect, inconsiderate of what the people have already done, and yet what he minimized what they've done as if it wasn't nothing. You see what I'm saying? Put it down, Lord. It ain't enough. One time he said, oh, I had 500 supporters came on. That ain't enough. It's 500 subscribers. He stated that 500 subscribers wasn't enough. Very arrogant and self-centered. You see what I'm saying? And you have to be careful taking a liking to people like that. You see what I'm saying? Because that tells something about your self-worth, something about how you feel about yourself. You see what I'm saying? Love yourself enough to say, hey, I don't deserve this. Sometimes those flags are there. When you start seeing a person,
she doesn't love herself. If she did, she wouldn't be there.
Yeah, sometimes you can see the flags that are there when they start self-loathing and making themselves puffed up with pride and making themselves feel, and more important and minimizing your worth. Those are signs. Do you agree, Ms. Darlene, Ms. Brown?
Yes, I agree. I agree 100%. You're absolutely right.
And it don't have to only happen. It don't have to be a characteristic of a man. It can be a woman. You see what I'm saying? It can go both ways. Like you were saying, you noticed something. I noticed some things in Ros. So we noticed some things in her that is the borderline of what we're talking about, that we see through our lens, that we've noticed those narcissistic behaviors and ways.
Yeah.
And now it's a YouTuber that's online, and she is getting hitting up with the 1-2. She can't handle it. She can't handle it. See, when the fire is hot, see, she can't handle it. So she was always talking about other people, harassing people, and making it seem like she was in their best interest. And all the time, she was counterfeit. She was counterfeit. It just to create and have more content. That woman didn't have she wasn't in the best interest that I feel for Muffin. She wasn't in the best interest as for Latrice as she pretended, in the beginning. It was all for content. It was all fake.
Narcissist is not in the best interest of no one but their self. Anything they can gain off of you, they will gain. You see how he moved out to Latrice's house and gained off to her, when it came to building his YouTube and his Instagram and Facebook and all that, he got that from the best. He gained off of her. But look, she done gained more than that since she ain't been with him. And I say, thank God she was smart enough to say, it's over. I'm putting him out. Because things could have got worse.
Well, darling, let me ask you this. All of this, I need money for my attorney. I need 2 attorneys, and I'm trying to wonder how long his time is he going to be with us? Because the way they talking like he's on probation and some things were violated, they're talking about how he may be going back. I don't know how true that is. What do you think about that?
What I think about it is Coco has money. He's getting paid good from YouTube. Coco is using his subscriber to pay for that attorney. So he won't use it out of his money. and his subscribers has been crazy enough to support this grown man when it comes to his legal fees.
Well, let's pause it for a minute. You say he has money, so I don't know what that means, because the kind of money, when I see money, that kind of money they think they may have may not be no money. You see what I'm saying?
Well,
so,
I don't say money like that, but you know, he getting paid for YouTube. I put it like that.
Yeah, they only pay so much, so it ain't much as what people think it is. But you can make money, whether through super chat and memberships, and if you're selling things, so you can make money, you know. But the thing is, I don't know if he's making a whole bunch of money, but he probably has the ability to make money. So I'm just questioning the fact that since he is making somewhat money, I'm wondering, is that gonna work? It's gonna work in his best interest if he apply the money right. Because I'm seeing a lot of weed smoking on the channel. I don't know what it is he's smoking. Are you investing that money right? You see what I'm saying?
Well,
so that's the reason why I say.
Did you see?
That's why I say, are you gonna use that money to help keep you out? How long you gonna stay out of jail? Because they're talking about you on probation. Are you violating your probation? You need 2 attorneys, or it's just you know what's really going on here?
Well, I know I seen he was on live one day with Lele, and he said something about his attorney gave him a letter to show to his supporter for some money. I guess for the lawyer. I never heard of that. Why would an attorney give you a letter, if I'm getting it right now, to show to your supporters to help you out for an attorney fee? See, his supporters, they is so brainwashed by this man until it's ridiculous. This man is brainwashed them. He's gaslighting them. This is all narcissistic behavior. Oh my God, I just wish they wake up and just see for what it's worth.
Darling, are you serious? And you know what? It's so interesting because one day he indicated one of the supporters' birthday, but we're gonna send it to Lele's cash app. We ain't heard no more.
I caught that. I caught it.
Oh, he got that pimp juice. I said, what is going on with this guy?
Let me tell you something. They got that pimp juice, baby. They got that pimp juice. Trust me and believe me. They got it. Now, why would you want your supporters to send your supporter money to Lele for her birthday? Why didn't they send it to her themselves for her birthday?
Lele cash app, and they was gonna get money to the woman. I'm like, why they can't send it directly to the woman? These people are running.
They was gonna give her what they wanted to give her.
Guys, I know we smarter than that. People, I know we are smarter than that. But if that's the game that works for him and people fall for it, hey, who am I? Boy, and wait a minute, you said that he's supposed to have gotten a letter from his attorney to show us that he needs what now? What did you say? Say that again to me, because that's kind of funny.
The letter was from the attorney to show his supporters that they're going to help him or something with a lawyer. I couldn't watch all of it. It was just too disturbing. I knew it was a lie, and I just clicked off it. So when he did that, they were live. He showed Lady the letter like this, and she was sitting there reading like she was dumbfounded, and she was reading like it was a lie. Because I looked dead into her. Like, Lady, tell the supporters it's a lie, because you know it's a lie. Because I know it's a lie. I can tell her while you're reading it. That was something he done pulled up, he done made up.
She put me in the mind of Ros' daughter. OG is Ros, and Lele is Ros' daughter in the back and behind the scene, like a puppet. You get what I'm saying? That's what they put me in the mind of, the mimic, the parallel between the two. You know what I mean? It's so funny, guys. It's just hilarious to me. It's hilarious.
I'm telling you. See, and then, you know what hurt me one day? When Lele said this, oh yeah, Coco is the way he is because of Latrice. I don't care what he say to her. Really? Girl, you is sick as hell. You need help. Your man is a narcissist, and that's why Treese got rid of him, because she found him out early on. Okay? And don't put his behavior on Latrice. Okay? Latrice have nothing to do with his behavior.
Well, God, I don't even know. I don't know if you follow this video. He says that he is going to Sarasota and watch the fight. I don't think the man ever left where he was from. My earring fell out. This was all a ploy to get money, guys. He never left. I don't think he ever left to go see him. I said, people just don't realize people gonna call you out on your live. You say one thing and you do something different. People have to be careful. This is hilarious to me.
And then his supporters be like, oh, y'all stop it. Y'all messy. Y'all coming over here being messy. He just coming home from jail. Let me tell you something. My son did 5 years in prison. Okay? 5 years in penitentiary. When my son came home, the first thing he did was get a job. The second thing he did was got an apartment. The third thing he did was got a car.
Hello.
And he wasn't even home a year and all of this took place.
That's right.
So it's the person within their self. Coco used to living off women. Because some narcissists like living off women. They don't like their own stuff. They don't live off women. And that's what Coco liked. And for half of these people in here that always say, oh, well, Trees knows what she was getting herself into. She was messing with a prison man. Let's back it up. Trees knew this man when this man was a young boy. She did not just meet this man. She knew this man was a young boy.
You talking about OG?
Yeah, you're talking about OG. Okay? And when he went to prison, Trees was nice to look out for him. So they keep saying, oh yeah, she in love with a man she only been with for 3 months, but she knew this man all her life. She didn't just meet this man. This was nothing new in her life. You know? But you know, people like to keep things going. They like, you know, do things for content and all that stuff. But you know, I mean, it's really ridiculous out here. And it's another lady, I don't know her channel, but when I find it, I'm gonna send it to you. I can't stand her. I can't stand her. I can't stand her. The way she talks about Tree, show your face, baby. Because you act like you've been in Tree's house, you've been around Trees. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I gave her a piece of my mind 2 days ago. I went on her platform and I said, and you can block me if you want to, because I don't care about that. But you sitting up there dogging this girl out every day. You watch this girl, dogging this girl out every single day. And your little subscribers be right down with you. And it's sad. It's sad.
Yeah.
But they won't dog Coco. They love that OG.
Yeah, I do believe he's trying to. We're talking about the OG now. I do believe he's trying to mimic some of the young lady, you know, his ex ways, because that is what works for her, and he may think it's going to work for him, but it doesn't come off that way. It comes off as if he's not sensitive to the supporters. You see what I'm saying? It comes off as someone that may be panhandling the supporter. It comes off as if he's ungrateful to his supporter, and it does come off as narcissistic behaviors. You see what I'm saying? What the term they use, they call it NPD, and that's narcissistic personality disorder. You see what I'm saying? So we'll see how long that lasts. We'll see how it seemed to be working for him somewhat. You know, see what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have it. Sometimes people don't matter what you do; they're gonna always stick and stay to you as a supporter. You know, those people will do that. You know, we can talk about they're narcissistic. We can talk about how abusive they are. Some people don't never see it, and that's where it is in some of these relationships. They never see that abusive person until it's too late. You see what I'm saying? If they even see it at all. If they even
Lele is not going to talk about Coco, no matter what the situation is, because she sees the bad in Coco. Don't think she don't, but she's afraid. She's afraid if she come out to the social media with it, Coco is going to attack her like he attacked the Trees. Because see, Trees wasn't scared to bring it out, but she's scared. Look at her sometimes when she come loud when they get into their disagreement. The first thing she says, Next time, check out. She'll say, I'm not here to dog Coco. She let you know right there. She's afraid of him. She's not going to do it. She ain't that real woman like Treese was.
Yeah. I got Erica Buck. She's she's a true supporter. I want to try to bring her online because she wants to talk about her narcissistic relationship. So go ahead and continue to talk. I'm going to try to get Miss Buck online.
Okay.
Yeah, narcissistic people are interesting creatures, guys. And we have to be careful about that because you got to know the signs, guys. You got to know the signs.
They are very dangerous people, very dangerous. And they don't love nobody. They don't even love their self. They're very manipulative, very. And then you come for them, be ready, because they always got a powerful clapback. They like that.
Yeah.
They'll talk about your dead mama, your sister, your brother, anybody they can get their hands on.
Yeah. Let me, Miss Bucks, I am not seeing an email address. I need you to send me your email address. Let me see. Miss Erica Bucks, I am not seeing your email address. Let me scroll down. I don't see it. I do not see it. Yeah, guys. Miss Bucks, I got you online. I got you on here. Miss Bucks, I don't see your email address. My email address is Patricia, Patricia, Patricia E, the letter E, TV, the number 4, you at gmail.com. Look at this email address, Erica Bucks, and write down and send me your email address so I can join you on the live. Let me bring it to your attention here. This is my email address. Send it to that email address so I can bring on the live. Or anybody else that when we're doing a live videos, this is my email address. You can send me the topic of conversation that you want to talk about. And you got to send me your email address in order for me to bring on the live. That's the only way it's going to work. It's the only way it's going to work, guys. Yeah, only way it's going to work. Absolutely, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, ladies, you have to really watch out for them red flags.
You really do.
Yeah, you really do. When it comes not only to a man, for a woman too, because you can have female friends around you and they can be narcissists too. So you have to watch out for them too, because sometimes you can have friends in your life that want to control your life, you know? So watch out for those signs too. There's all kind of signs.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
I do hate that I'm unable to show the young ladies. Next time we have to be able to, that email address, guys. Y'all got to use that in order for the join. You got to use that for the join. Okay. So, do you guys think that relationship is going to last much longer? Lele and the Coco? I mean, Lele and the OG?
No.
You don't? And why you say that?
Because he's a narcissist, okay? And Lele is going to get to her breaking point. She's gonna get there. She's gonna definitely get to her breaking point, just like I did, because we all have a breaking point. But once again, she's not going to come on this social media site and blast him. She's gonna let them break up in peace. He's gonna go his way. She's gonna go her way. She's not gonna come public with it like Latrice did because she's scared of Coco. Latrice wasn't scared. So that's gonna be the difference in them. But I'm not saying this a long-term relationship. And I'm also not saying this a happy relationship. I'm not saying it.
Right.
If anybody else saying it, that's their opinion, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying Lele is coming on live, being a little fake about her relationship.
Okay.
I did the same thing in my relationship. So I can see the fakeness. Okay? She got people thinking she's happy because I did that. Oh, I'm happy. I don't care what nobody said about me. Me and my man, we good. We happy. You know, y'all this, y'all that. I did the same thing because I covered up for his behavior.
That's
and this
right.
is what she's doing. She's covering up for Coco behavior because she know Coco can get aggressive because she know how he done got aggressive with Treese. She knows that. And she don't want Treese to be, she don't want Treese to be like, I told you. Didn't I tell y'all? I told you. You know what I'm saying? She don't want that. So no, I don't see this lasting long. I don't see no happiness in it. I see it being shady. I see her, she's keeping things a secret. She's not coming public with it because you know, I don't think she knows she's dealing with a narcissist, but she knows she's dealing with a crazy person.
Okay.
That's
All
what
right. Well, guys, I did get the link for Erica Buck. She is wanting to join us, guys. So give me a second and we're going to bring her on live. Her name is Erica Buck. She wants to talk about her relationship with, as she dealt with a narcissistic person. So go ahead and send me that, come on. I already sent you the link, Buck. Erica Buck. I just sent it to you. Come on in. Erica Buck, where are you? Come on in, Erica Buck.
Maybe she's signing in.
Well, I sent her the link. Family, if you haven't subscribed to Patricia E. Jackson, go ahead and subscribe to Patricia E. Jackson. The topic of the day, guys, it is noticing narcissistic behaviors amongst YouTubers and your ex. If you ever had anyone that, resembles some of those characteristics, this is what this conversation is about. We got Miss Darlene Brown on the line. We try to bring Miss Erica Buck on the line. Let me see what I can do here. Miss Erica Buck, let me invite you again. Miss Erica Buck, I just heard something. All right. Miss Erica Buck, how are you, Miss Erica Buck? How are you?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I want to actually get a bigger picture of you guys. Let me make you guys bigger.
Okay.
Hold on. Is that a good visual, guys? Can you see us?
It's okay.
Okay. Yes, this is Miss Bucks. Hi, Miss Bucks. Miss Bucks has been a supporter of Patricia E. Jackson. I thank you, my dear, for coming on. You mentioned that you wanted to talk about your situation as dealing with a narcissistic person. Is that correct?
Well, Darlene said just about everything it is to say. She's on point with everything she said. Even though my relationship was a little different, I dealt with a covert narcissist. Somebody who strictly did emotional damage. So it was a little different. And I saw signs, but I didn't pay attention. I think up to maybe 8 years in is when I realized something was wrong. And what I did, how I found out he was a narcissist, is I looked up some of his behavior online. Okay. And it led me straight to narcissist. Then I started researching what a narcissist is, what they do. And I stuck around for 2 more years. And what he would do is do the same thing as Darlene said. He would cheat. But he would do his in such a way that would cause me to have reactionary, it was called reactionary abuse. I would react to all of the abuse I got, therefore making me look like I'm crazy. And he's the same one.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it comes in all types of personalities. You know, you have those that are abusive verbally, you have those that are abusive emotionally, you have those that are abusive physically. So it's a wide range. But
Yeah. Did he
I
try to
agree.
spearhead? Did he try to spearhead most of the conversation? You know, they like to take control. I believe take control of the conversation. Won't allow you to speak much. Just trying
Oh,
to be the leader.
yeah, they take control of everything, you know, and mine was covert, so he didn't do it, you know, overtly or just wide open. He did his kind of quiet, like you would really have to get into his head to know he was even doing what he was doing.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
and just like the flying monkey thing, he did a whole smear campaign against me after it was over, made me look crazy. He abused me, but after the relationship, he put a restraining order on me.
Mm.
And I had done nothing to
Steady
deserve
trying to
a
control the
restraining order.
situation. Instead of trying to control the situation when you guys weren't even together. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's right. And so what I had to do, and I'm pretty sure Miss Darlene had to do the same, had to do like no contact, no nothing.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's what got me through it, because he would still try to hoover. It's called hoovering when they come back and hoover
yeah.
like a vacuum cleaner. They try to suck you back in. And so everything, I deleted everything, everybody I knew him through, all of the phone numbers. I didn't have to change my phone number because he knew he had gotten all of the supply he could get from me. So he doesn't try to come back because I know him. You know, and
Right.
I agree with Miss Darlene as far as their relationship with Coco and Lele. And I don't say it to try to, you know, bash either one of them, but I can see a lot, and I can see the whole type of behavior with Roz as well.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking on Roz, it is interesting how she pretends like she have people best interests at heart, and then she turn around and it's
That's what
like,
they do. That's what a
That's
narcissist
what they
does.
do.
That's exactly what they do.
Mhm.
They come with a
They do.
guise of help, you know, but it's not the truth. And
They
then
have to
they,
gain
you
your
know,
trust. They want you. They want to gain your trust.
that's right. That's what they do. And for a man, for a Eros relationship between a man and a woman, what they do is they love bomb.
Mm-hmm.
They throw all of that love on you. That means that they throw all the love and give you all of this attention and make you feel like they're your soulmate, they're the best thing in the whole wide world. And it pulls you in. You fall in love with them real quick. The relationship goes real fast. So you have no clue you're being pulled in by a narcissist until it's too late.
okay.
But I really agree with Miss Darlene. Treese, she found out quick. And
Yes.
she let it go quick. Just like Miss Darlene, I am also an empath. And narcissists, they're drawn to empaths because they know we like to
Thank
help,
you.
and we have that, you know, loving heart, and everything that we have in us is what they desire to have. So they
Right.
pick us. They literally search for empaths.
Mm-hmm. They search for us. They love people like us.
Yes.
They love us.
So that's why when they speak so bad about Treese and, you know, they keep saying she's thinking about him, I seriously doubt it. I
No, she's
doubt it.
not.
She
No,
has
absolutely.
moved on, and he's still creating a smear campaign, and he's trying to cause chaos to get a reaction.
Absolutely. And they're giving him the reaction that he wants.
That's
Tree's not
right.
thinking about this man.
That's right.
When an empath, we're empaths. When we leave a man, we don't look back.
That's it.
We don't look
Okay.
back.
It can be
Now,
so
guys,
painful, but we move on.
okay. Well, let me ask you this: how you guys think people should handle a person like Ross, being that we know now we see the telltale signs. Now, this is what we need to do in order to kind of I don't want to say stoop to her level, but put her in check and let her know that enough is enough. We notice your behaviors. I'm almost answering that question for you guys. But what do we need to do to expose Ross for who she is? Even though we're talking about it,
Yeah.
we need to expose her because she continues to bully these people, and then she keep going from channel to channel. How do you deal with a person like that? To kind of control these kind of folks. Is there a way that we can tame these kind of people?
No, the best way to
No.
tame them is exposure or just to leave them alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just leave them alone. If you that hurts
Okay.
their ego because they feel like they have a God complex. They feel like they're God. And if you
Right.
just leave them, they feel like once they reel you in, they have you.
They
When
have
you
you.
leave them, that's the worst pain they feel. If
Right.
everybody just left her platform and she was sitting there with no followers, that's it. That's what she needs. But
Yeah.
I also agree with Miss Darlene that most of the people who follow her have the same characteristics.
Exactly.
Absolutely. One person call them out on their BS. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes people have to be exposed. And then
Well,
people,
you did it. You did it.
Yeah.
I watched it the other night and I saw it.
Yeah. I can't stand a bully. I cannot stand a bully. I don't like people try to pretend like they're so innocent and going out after innocent people that, as they claim they're innocent, but they're going after innocent people.
Yes.
And
I don't like
they're
that.
hurting and harming people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
And you know,
narcissist is a
what's your
bully.
name, Miss? What's your name, Miss Brooks? Your name is Brooks?
You can call me Erica.
Okay, Erica, let me just ask you a question. Miss Patricia just asked me, what do you see in Coco and Lele relationship? Do you think it's gonna last?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think right now she's putting up a front. She's seeing a lot of he's being exposed to her already, but she loves him. And I think that, she's defending him to people because that's what I did. I defended.
Me
I
too.
would go home to chaos and hell, and I would still
Yeah.
defend him because that love is called a dissonance. It's basically you disconnect with yourself and you love this person, and it's what's the term, Miss Darling? I can't think of it right
I
now.
know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
She is
You can't get the word.
I can't think of it, but he's got that. It's called cognitive dissonance. He's thrown it on her so much that she can't see. It's like she's standing there in front of the forest, but she can't see the trees.
Right.
And
And like I
sometimes,
said,
sometimes it's not necessarily love either. Sometimes we can be infatuated with certain things. It may not be love. How long has she known this man to be talking about something? Depends on how
The thing
I can't
is, a narcissist. That word love bomb is real. All of your emotions spill out
I
into
was
this
going to say
person
that.
quicker than it will in the average relationship. You find yourself, that person is in your mind all day, all night.
Every day.
Just like you've been with them for years.
Years.
I don't know how they do it, but they can do that. And you
So how long has she been involved with Coco? 6 months, a year?
I mean, no, it ain't been 6 months. It's been.
I was hooked in 3 weeks. I was hooked
Listen.
in 3 weeks.
You said they've been.
It does not take a officer long to get us to fall in love with them.
No.
Okay, but what I'm saying, I'm asking the question now. How long has Lele and OG been together?
About 6 months, like you said.
Yeah.
Or maybe less. But I can understand why she fell in love with him, because a narcissist can make you fall in love just like that. Nobody can understand unless they've been in that relationship. Yes, it can happen. That's why that's why when they talk about tree sandwich, she was only with him for so and so such time. That's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
And let me share one more other key factor. It appeared, someone said she had just got out of an abusive relationship. When you don't allow yourself time to grieve, allow yourself time away from that last relationship you left, and you jump right back into another relationship. So it don't take much time for you to supposed to be in love. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you get what I'm saying? So maybe she has allowed herself time.
But I understand what you're saying too. So the reason on that, sometimes when she know I'm telling the truth. Say for instance, if I just got out of my relationship with my ex and I go find another man, he's catching me at my vulnerable time.
That's right.
Right, yes.
Right?
That's correct.
He's gonna use that against me, and I'm gonna fall for it. So that's Coco was a narcissist, and that's what narcissist does. They go find women sometimes too at that vulnerable time, and they wing them in with the love bombing and all of that.
Right.
So that's what he probably did to Lele.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right?
So she may not be really in love with him. She could be just a lost soul because she just got her abusive relationship and she just could be confused and wanting love. You get what I'm saying? So we gotta know we gotta know the difference because people catch you at your vulnerable state and look, they got you. I got her under my control. And a lot of times people prey on that because if they know you came from an abusive relationship, they are abusive themselves, they know what to do. They know exactly what to do.
But in Coco's case, he's a narcissist like our ex was a narcissist. So like she just said, narcissists know what to do to us. They know it.
They mirror us.
Right.
They
exactly.
just like us.
Right. So once they know that we're in love with them, that's when the party starts.
That's it.
That's when the party starts.
That mask stop falling off as soon as they hook us.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It can get real deep.
Yeah. Well, I think he done hooked a whole bunch of folks then.
Oh yeah.
On this
Oh yeah.
Right. He done hooked a whole bunch of people.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying, and it seemed like it's not taking much to be hooked.
Well,
I mean,
that's what they
we
do.
must be a lot of his souls out here because he's not offering much, and we become prey to that. You get what I'm saying? So we got to.
You don't have to have much, honey.
It's the charm.
A narcissist, you don't have to have much. And people think it's about the sex thing. It's not about a sex thing with narcissists, baby, because they get in your mind.
They get in your head. I'm telling you, I've never had.
Right.
That psychological warfare is real.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah.
It is so real. It's I have never dealt with anything like it in my life.
Yo, I thought, oh my God. I never felt so discouraged, drained. Oh
Yes.
man.
Tired all the time and not even.
I was just so tired. Did you get migraine headaches?
Yes.
I was getting them
was all messed up. A lot of stuff.
Oh damn. Now, how long were you with your person, your ex?
10.
Erica.
10 years.
10 years. 10 years. Was he physically abusive?
Not some time. Not maybe out of the 10 years, maybe I don't know, maybe 20 to 30 times. That's enough, but yes.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
But it would be, where you might hit me in my head where my hair is, so a bruise wouldn't show up. You would make sure your abuse couldn't be tracked.
That's right. Okay. You ain't tracking nothing on you.
Visibly seen where you can get arrested for. Yeah, okay.
You punch somebody in the head, your hair's covering it. I mean, you hit them on you do something to that leg, your pants is covering it most of the time.
I am so sorry that you guys had to experience it, and you guys are troopers for telling the world about your experience, girl, because people deal with this stuff in real life, but they're afraid to talk about it. They may feel that people will look upon them in a different light and think they're weak or they are easily be used and controlled. No, your story means a lot to the world and to people that are experiencing that. And that's why we do here on Patricia E. Jackson or PatriciaE-TV to let the world know, we're having problems. This is our experience, and we want you to know how to ward off against things like this. This is so powerful. This story today that you guys delivered to the world is so powerful. And when you see narcissistic behaviors, don't try to make excuses for it. Don't cover it up. Learn and know about the warning signs and take heed. These ladies say, hey, it took them 9 to 10 years. Let's not let it be that kind of time, with you and your relationship. When you start seeing these things, start working your way out of that.
Yes. If you can, get out. If you can,
like you said, they can be physically abusive, psychologically abusive, emotionally abusive, and then they start. If you're not beneficial to them, then they start really being physically abusive, and then they start draining your pockets and all kinds of things. You can have a nervous breakdown. You can die from stress of being in a relationship like that.
And one thing about narcissists, when a narcissist get with you, women, me and you know. But for the ones that don't know, always remember it's something in you that they want.
That's right.
Okay? And it's not love.
Yeah, it's either in you or some material, something you have. It's not you. It's not you, the person.
You're not the person they want.
Miss Queen said, Miss Queen said also a narcissistic knows a weak, I wouldn't say a weak person, I'd say a vulnerable person. They prey on vulnerable people. Sometimes they just know that you are easily, you're vulnerable.
Well, in our words that me and her use, from our experience, we don't use weak. That's not what we use. Me, face to hatred, we are empaths. So this is what they're looking for. We're not weak people. We're empaths. So we're strong people. We know what we got. Okay? So they come to our life to break us. We're not weak people. Teresa is not weak.
Yeah, that's what we did. I think she was meaning like you said, an empath. I don't think they were meaning it in a negative, but and like you're saying, people that they feel that they can do that too. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Just vulnerable. You can just take your kindness for weakness. Sometimes people just want they take your kindness for weakness. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, see, when they get tired of you, they do all kinds of things, all kinds hurtful.
That's right.
When you hurt them, which is not acknowledging their God personality, when you ignore it, they come after you like you're the worst enemy in the world.
Yeah,
it's dangerous.
Yeah. And when you do something to them, they come back even harder.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
They come back hard.
And those to me still are some signs of a violent. It can be a violent person, abusive person too. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people are very controlling. They control you by beating on you. They control you by taking you from your family. You know what I'm saying? Putting you where you don't have nobody to rely on but him.
Oh, he did that to me too. He did to me too. You can tell me, you ain't gotta keep calling your mother. What you keep calling your kids for? He did to me too. That's what officers do. They keep you closed in from your family, from your friends. They don't want you to do too much. And then one thing about a narcissist too, and she can correct me because she know about it. They are very they don't like their business to be in the street.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Ooh, if you put their business in the street, they coming. Bitch, why you do? They are very secretive.
Yes.
Very.
But they don't mind putting their business in the street, but don't put theirs in the street.
You can put yours in there, but you better not put theirs.
That's right.
And it sounds as though if they caught in the act, they really want to whoop you down and beat you down. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's right.
Mine didn't beat me. Let me tell you what mine did. When I found out who he was, we had stopped having relations because I was just angry. I saw him for who he was, and I was already planning my exit. He just went out and met a whole nother female, got involved with her. For about 2 months, I had no idea anything was going on. He involved his family, and his family knew all about it. But anyway, make a long story short, he left, ghosted me, and went with this lady, stayed with her all night long. That was the second time I had been through this with him, and I told him after the first time, the second time, I'm out. Now, it took every bit of energy, the strength of God, everything I had in me to leave, but I left.
Okay.
Now that's how he got me. Then once he did that, his probation officer, everybody told everybody I was trying to kill him. All kinds of crazy stuff.
Okay.
So that's how he got me. He didn't hit me physically, but he tried to mess my reputation, my character, and that was more emotional abuse right there.
He put my name in the gutter.
That's what he did to me.
Yeah, I heard you use the word probation officer. So my question, ladies, do we need to do a check on these people? Do we need to do a background check to see what kind of history they got? Sometimes those are telltale signs before we get involved with relationships. You see what I'm saying?
I didn't know about that until I got involved with him. But I found out that most prisoners have some type of narcissistic personality. Not all of them. But
because they're institutionalized.
Right. And they have their personality disorder where they've been in there and they've been using women for so long that they bring the same behavior out here on the street, especially if they did long bids, like 10, 15, 20 years. They come out and it's just like Miss Darlene said, they're institutionalized at that point. So they don't know how to treat anybody any different.
So I actually want to give a word of advice to those that are not in a committed relationship or looking for someone. Do a background check on people. Please do yourself a favor and do a background check. When you start seeing violent abuse, sex offenders, all these negative traits. When you start pulling these people up, maybe that's a sign. Well, we don't need to go to dinner. I don't need to take this no further. You see what I'm saying? Because you are worthy enough for a better relationship. You don't need to just accept anything. You see what I'm saying? Take your time. Take your time, baby. Take your time.
That's right.
Take your time.
Yes.
Get to know their parents and, you know, different things like that. Don't be so quick to, you know, just move in your house or sleep with them or whatever.
Well, I think the first thing women should do is this. If you see a person, if you are involved with a person, whether it's a woman or a man, if you are involved with a person and all of a sudden you feel that relationship going real fast, that's the first red flag. If it's going like real quick, real fast, all of a sudden this person is telling you they love you and, you know, real quick, that's the first sign that you're getting involved with somebody with a narcissistic personality disorder. That's the first signal.
You know, don't go to their family and tell their family anything. They don't want you to tell their family nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And sometimes it ain't even about the narcissistic part. It's about there could be losers. You see what I'm saying? Want to move in right away, and you haven't even got the chance to learn about them. When you see, and y'all, you know, sometimes people have a good way of hiding things. When they take you out to dinner somewhere, they're abusive to the people that's serving them. Sometimes it's those signs. You see what I'm saying? And want to take the relationship too quick, too soon. You get what I'm saying? And then you got to check their financial status. You know, where they at in life. Where are they in life? If they stand with their mama, they stand in their mama basement. Talking about somehow when I get this or when I get on my feet, you got to kind of slow down. You got to slow down.
But you know what I want to say? I want women to start loving themselves more.
That's right.
Know their worth.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? If you love yourself more and know your worth, you're not going to stand and tolerate anything from a man. Me, I'm always open to anything. That's right. I can admit, I didn't know my worth. I didn't love myself. And that's why I dealt with that negative behavior like I did.
That's right. I found out.
But I love me more than anything now. And I know my worth and I am beautiful and I'm a queen. And I'm never going to take abuse like that from anyone again.
Ever.
And then never be open to any and everything. You are absolutely correct. Like you said, you didn't know, but now you know now. Now you know
I'm
now.
happy now. I'm happy.
Right. That's right.
You know, I'm happy.
Well, ladies, I'm going to have to get off of this chat. I was on at work. I came in to talk
I love you, sister, for coming on.
Yes. We'll exchange information, Miss Darlene, and I'll Miss Patricia, you already have mine. So
okay, you can go on my inbox. You can go on my inbox and send me and I'll send you a friend request through my inbox.
Okay.
I'm Darlene Robinson. I'm Darlene Robinson on Facebook.
Okay.
Okay,
thank you, Erica Buck, for joining. Guys, thank Miss Erica Buck for joining us, and we appreciate our time. You take care, darling.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
So I encourage every woman, just, be careful, and what I really want to say, I just want everybody, stop the ones that's doing it. I want them to stop attacking Truth. Stop it. Leave her alone. Let the lady live her life. If you don't have anything good to say about her, just don't say anything. And I want to say, I feel like all Ros supporters, if they are peeping into your channel, they need to tell Ros where she's wrong at sometimes. I don't know if they're afraid of this lady. I don't know what is going on with that. But I feel though, as a woman, they need to tell her what she's wrong at. I have a friend for 30 years, and we do that to each other, and we does not get mad at each other.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Because it really breaks my heart how y'all sit there and be in her chat, really helping her go off on this lady. I just feel it's so wrong. Yeah.
Well, I do know that more about Roz is going to be coming up, because a lot of people are not too fond of her behavior and how she treats people with, like as you mentioned, some of the similar narcissistic behavior that you believe that you see in her. I do see some bully ways that I notice. You know, that's from my lens that I'm looking through, and I do see some. I believe, you know, some narcissistic behaviors, because it would appear that way. It would appear that she has some traits. That's just my opinion, guys. That's my opinion. Also, in comparison to the OG, you know, a lot of people are seeing a lot of things too that are questionable in how he interacts with his supporters and how he treats the person that's sitting beside him all the time. You know what I'm saying? As they call it, Lele. So, guys, this is very informational. That you know, as we talk about the narcissistic ways of people and how to ward off against that. Anybody else? Hold on, I got somebody here, Miss Queen. Thank you, Miss Queen. Thank you, super sticker. Guys, you know, I have a membership channel. You guys go ahead and join the super chat if you you know, want to be in support of Patricia E. Jackson. Also, guys, we got the channel membership, guys. We have a lot of perks. We got a lot of things that you will get notice of before we even go online and talk about. You know what I'm saying? We'll do shout outs. We can even support your page so that it can increase your numbers on YouTube. And also, if you have a business, I will do that. That's like a promotional work. And we do offer that. But you would have to become a channel member in order for me to do that. But yes, in support of all my super chat people that have joined my super chat, I thank you. All the supporters, I thank you. Ms. Darlene, you know I really thank you, Darlene. You're loving on PatriciaE-TV and sharing your story with us. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with us, my dear? That we need to ward off against, or that things to watch for, and because you did a lot of you informed us a lot of stuff. So you really did. Really did. So we thank you for that.
I appreciate for being on your channel. I just appreciate. I wish a lot of things, you know, can change. Like I said, I wish Rob supporters, like, you know, just back off Treese, leave Treese alone, let her just live her life with her and her children, and, you know, be herself. Find her some more content to talk about, you know, and another YouTube, well, two other YouTube channels, that Renee lady and the other lady, I don't know her, but just leave the lady alone. Let her live her life. You know,
well,
you're not gonna
do that. So they're not gonna do that because, you know, drama sells. So what, like Miss Buck say, you either let it die down, don't entertain them, or you give them what they asking for. So either you either let them die down, then they'll start messing with somebody else. As what we see now that Rod's probably started turning that attention towards somebody else. That's what you have to do. You can't keep eating the fuel to the fire. You see what I'm saying? Because that's part of entertainment. You're going to keep entertaining that, they're going to keep going. So that is one method of one way we can do to ward off that negative behavior. Mrs. Lovely Key says, if their relationship ends, he's definitely, hold on. Miss Lovely Key says, if their relationship ends, he's definitely going to drag her and turn people against her. Do you believe that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. That's what narcissist does. Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's gonna all her supporters, he's gonna turn them against her.
Yeah. Well, it looked like he kind of doing it now when he try to show her in a way that's that is not so pleasantly appealing before his audience, when he wants to show her hair was not done, or want to see her show in the light, as if when I tell you to do something, get on this channel and do what I tell you to do when I tell you to do it. So it's already kind of showing and revealing itself in that way to me. You see what I'm saying?
No, you're absolutely right.
And if at some point she get a back on and say, hey, I'm not, hey, or if she says something one day that he don't like, then he's going to check on the spot. Or if she say, hey, I'm going to start doing my own channel. She might not even tell him that. She'll start doing her own channel and getting attention redirected to her. We're going to see it. It's going to reveal itself. You see what I'm saying? It's going to reveal itself.
He took Lele off of his moderator. She's not his moderator no more on YouTube. He took off. Yeah. He took off.
Yeah, he wanted to use her cash app for the people to send money to Lele's cash app for the supporters, so he can get a supporter for a birthday party. These people they're working that game, baby. They're working, ain't they?
Let me tell you something, baby. Not my money.
So he took her off as a moderator, and why is that?
I don't know, but he took her off. He's not a moderator. Maybe.
So he may be telling us that she could still be a moderator because he know the women support him, and when she's sticking around too close, he might not get as much money as he would. You know what I'm saying? So he may tell us what he wants us to hear all the time. I don't be believing nothing them folks say. I don't believe him. He says she ain't no moderator. She probably still a moderator. You hear me what I'm saying?
Like the young lady just said. All the Lele ways Lele done got them from him. She learned how to stamp through him. That's what they do. Marcus bring you in on, and if you jump on their bandwagon like them, they're gonna bring you all into that negative bad behavior. See, my narcissist didn't do that because I wasn't into that. But Lele is in it. You know what I'm saying? Right in it. He drug her right in it.
Well, I tell you one thing. I see game a mile away. Whether it's narcissistic, abusive people, whatever you call yourself, if you trying to be slick on the game, if you tell one lie, you better be able to tell another one because you're going to get caught in it. You hear me? Because I'm telling you, their story never balance out. You'll say one thing and forget. You done said it. I'll be like, hey, man, did you just do this? You said you go to Sarasota. I don't even think you went to Sarasota. You said a woman needs some money for the supporter. You ain't talked about how much money you gave that supporter. When they cash app you on Lele's cash app. So people, we got to be a little sharper than that. How you going to let somebody that been, I'm not saying he's an idiot or something because he got locked up for 15 years. You ain't let no previous criminal come out here and commit the same kind of criminal and have the same kind of criminal mentality, put this criminal mentality on you. Am I saying that right? You got to be smarter than these folks. You got to be smarter than
he always you still I was like, oh my God. Sometimes I cannot watch him. Like he really blow my I can't watch him sometimes. Like if I come
well, one time I saw a video of him. He actually got up. He said, I guess he was trying to wait till they do the super chat or whatever. I guess it didn't flow like he wanted to flow. He got up and went and made him a cup of coffee and came back. That's how that's the kind of respect he got from his supporter. Like, hey, tell y'all get your duckings up. I'm gonna let you sit here. I'll be back. Went and got him some coffee, honey, and whatever he did, and came on back and sit down. I said, go on, big dog. Go ahead.
That day he got on live and said, what did he say? Did you see that live that day he got mad? And he came on the live and was like, I guess the lady that's supposed to be saying something about him, his stepmother, he was saying, you playing a dangerous game, you your money, and Lele, I told you don't say nothing, and all this thing. He started cursing supporters out, and y'all went right back and supported him the next day on his live. No way. No way. No way.
I did hear some bits and pieces of that, but I didn't know who he was referring to. I didn't, he cussed
some lady that used to be his cyber mother or something. I don't know who she was. I don't care. Or
something like that. Some woman that was supporting him.
Right. But what happened was Lele got on live that night and started talking about it. But I'm smart and I catch on. So she's sitting up there, her job, beating around the bush. You know, it's a shame how Black people tear other Black people down. I said, oh, her and Coco done got into it. That's the first thing I said. Then 5 minutes later, I said, wow, Coco went live on YouTube.
I think I saw that. And then he indicated how you going to support me. If you're going to support me, you need to be here, right here around me to get a support. Not somewhere else. That's what it was. The attention was on her as she was speaking. He don't want her to be speaking on the live to nobody. I think that's what it was. And then
the lady, the cyber mother was talking about Coco on somebody's channel. Lele snooping around, seen it, and got on live and started talking about it. But before she got on live she talked to Coco about it. Coco told her don't talk about it, but she went on live and talked about it anyway. And I guess that upset it, Coco.
Control. If you ain't here with me and we doing together and I can reap the benefits, don't do it. Don't do it. That's what he's saying. That's all about control, baby.
He told her, and you stay the F away from me. Stay away from me. I look at that phone like, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mind games, control, all the above.
And then she get on, yeah, you know, ladybug, girl, love yourself. Love yourself, because right now you don't. You don't know your worth at all. You do not love yourself at all. If you love yourself, stop sitting there and saying Treese don't love herself. Because Treese love herself, because that's why she got rid of that nigga. So you didn't love yourself, so you can know your worth and get rid of him like Treese did.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah. Well, we gonna. They claim that somebody said they was related. I don't know if they're related or not. Is Latrice related to Lele?
Latrice said she was. Latrice said she was, and Latrice said Lele knew. And I believe in my heart that Coco was a little affiliated with Lele. When this all started, Lele knew exactly what she was getting herself into. She came into it and tried to act like she didn't know what was going on. I didn't know anything about Treese and Coco. Lele, stop it. You knew. You knew because you was sitting in that back seat watching everything. You knew. You knew what was going on. And you got ready and you jumped on Coco bandwagon.
Well, according to Mrs. Lovely Key, she said she watched him a few minutes one day and he had his people waiting while walking around in his underwear. Total disrespect. I thought I see that as inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? Anything. That's what Miss Lovely Key said. That's what she said she saw. I didn't see it. However, she said she witnessed that, and I think that's totally inappropriate. Totally inappropriate. Yes. Somebody said yes, he did, and she was at work almost in it. Oh, she was in tears. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. His seems like his behavior is getting more and more outrageous, guys. Do you think so? Do you think his behavior is getting more and more outrageous?
Well, I have to agree with you and say yes, because this is what happened when it comes to narcissists. They does never get better. Their behavior just get worse and worse and worse. And what happens is, if Lele doesn't hurry up and leave Coco, it's gonna fly up in that house. The house ain't so big in there. It ain't like she can go in another room and cool off and whatever. No, that's why when they get upset, if you notice she leaves and go somewhere, I guess the grandmama house or whatever, and then they'll talk and she'll come back. But she don't stay there. And if you ever look in Lele's eyes, Lele is completely afraid of Coco. She's afraid of Coco.
You know what? If I'm not mistaken, I thought I heard that she travels far to be where he's at. I don't know, an hour drive or what, 45 hour, maybe an hour drive to get to be where he's at. So do she not have her own place? Because it appears that she's always in. She don't have her own place. She may be at his place. So I don't know if he got an apartment or what. So she don't have her own place.
I think she was living with the grandmother. When Coco got that place, she moved in with Coco, because I don't think that's her place. Now, I don't know who apartment the name is in. I don't know. Somebody was saying the supporter one of his supporters got the apartment for him. So I don't know who got the apartment. I don't know. But I can tell you this, every time I be on live and she come home from work, she knock at that door. She don't put no key in that door.
Oh, she don't?
No.
I thought that woman was a little brighter than that.
I think that I ain't gonna quit it. Nobody paying no bills, and I ain't got a key to walk in that door, but I'm sitting here helping you buy food and all that stuff.
See, that's what I mean. Going back to the drawing board. When you're at the mercy of somebody like that, people tend to treat you any kind of way, especially if they got a jacked up attitude and they behave in a certain way. They ain't gonna have no respect for you. You know what I'm saying? Because now they feel like they taking care of you. You're laying up in their house. You met somebody 6 months, now you done moved in the house. What kind of stuff is that?
Mm-hmm. And that's why you can't talk about trees, because you did the same thing. So how could you sit there and dog trees out?
And see, that says something about your character. Now, you just said that you left an abusive relationship. Now you done moved in with somebody less than 6 months. What is really going on with you? Do you have any children? Why are you moving in with a ex-convict, and then this man is got abusive ways, from what I see? So it says something about yourself as well. You see what I'm saying? So we got to be careful, ladies, how we out here moving. You got to be careful, because sometimes we set ourselves up for certain things.
And that's what she did. She set herself up for failure, because I hate to say it, and if I'm wrong, but I'm going to say what I said. She set herself for failure because this is not going to last between her and Coco. She's going to have everybody thinking her and Coco together. They're going to be gone. They're going to go their separate ways. And like I said again, she's not going to come public with it like Treese did, because I believe in my heart Coco can drag her. And he will, because that's what an officer do to you. They will drag you. And she's not going to want that, but she ain't going to want Treese to see that. So she's going to keep it real low when they break up. I'm not going to talk about Coco, about Courtney, I'm not going to bash Courtney. Yeah, you saying that because you so scared. It's a shame. He got you in so much fear. You is in fear right now. You don't even see it. He got you where he wants you. You're scared of that man.
And also, you got to be kind of mindful of a lot of things. And I'm not blaming people that is in narcissistic behaviors. You got to kind of figure out where these women are coming from too. Now you moved in with somebody, you ain't known them for 6 months. What's going on with you? You probably just as bad as that person. You see what I'm saying? We probably don't really see. We don't really see it. Are you a liar? Are you a self-controlling person? Are you just laying behind the scene trying to get something for nothing? Sometimes we put ourselves in predicaments trying to be, we money hungry and greedy and selfish. We always want somebody to take care of us. Get up and get a job and take care of yourself. Stop relying on people, and know when somebody is out there that's not in your best interest. Now, I'm not trying to blame her, but what I am saying, what is going on with your character? Why are you still involved with somebody like this that's treating you like that? Why are you settling? You see what I'm saying?
Because she's selling for less, because she don't want the outside world now looking in as though they told me. See? They told me. Look how he did Treese. They told me this was going to happen. She can't be made to look like the bad person now. So she got to keep this on a down low.
Okay. You're right. But guess what, guys? You know what? We are thankful you guys joined us today. What we're going to do is I'm going to put this email address back up, guys. If you guys ever want to join my live, please send your email address to PatriciaE-TV, the number 4, the letter U at gmail.com. Guys, you guys have to send me your email address so I can make sure that I tag you in on the live. Let me know what your conversation, what you want to talk about, and we'll come to the drawing board, guys, and we can make that happen, especially if it's something that we can do, what we can talk about. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to my page, go ahead and subscribe to my page, Patricia E. Jackson, also known as PatriciaE-TV, guys. And guys, go ahead and give Mrs. I'm gonna have to get the sound effect, give Mrs. Darling Brown a hand clap, guys, for joining us and sharing her story with us. Because it takes a brave person to go before the world and let them know your experience. But the good thing about all that, she got through it. And she gave us a message, and we're taking it to heart. We're going to heed from it. That's right, guys. Before we close the day, Miss Darlene, is there anything else you want to say?
I want to say first, thank you for having me on your live. I appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody that joined the chat. And I just wish Lele love herself, know her worth, stand her ground, be that woman.
That's right. I totally agree. You guys, don't forget, we're gonna be doing another show this week. I got someone else that's supposed to be joining my live this week. If not, we will come back with some great content, some juicy information, and we're going to bring you guys in. Thank you for my people that sat on the chat, offering their sound advice. And without them, without you guys, none of us would survive this YouTube world, because we need the supporters like you in order to stay in the game, guys. We're gonna try to reach this next what term I want to use, this milestone that we're trying to reach. But I thank you guys for supporting me and get my page off the ground. You guys, don't be strangers. Thank you, Miss Brown.
Thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Everybody that was in the chat.
Huh?
I said thanks to everybody that was in the chat.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys. All right, guys, we'll be back. We'll be connecting again, guys. Y'all also keep in contact with my community page on YouTube, so you'll be knowing who we're going to be interviewing next and what we may be talking about. So, guys, thank you for your support. Stay blessed. Keep your head up, and keep your eyes open. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night. Good night, good day, or wherever you're from. Good night. Bye-bye.